Okay, so here's the big one. Now you know why you get charged for health insurance and what you need to do to get rid of that charge. Now we're going to go do that online waiver. And we're going to start with the OISS website because I'm sure you're familiar with that. Alright, so what we need to do first is to go to the Human Resources website. That's hr.msu.edu. Okay, so now on the left here, down on the Students tab, I want you to click there. And then go up here to Student Insurance. Click that. Now at this point you have to scroll all the way to the bottom. It's a little bit hidden, but it's there. Alright, so there's the link for the waiver request. Okay, go to the waiver request. Now it brings up a new window, and you're going to have to log in here. Once you log in, you're into the waiver system. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Now remember, there's still 2 steps. This is just step number 1. Okay, so what I want to bring your attention to is the submission deadlines. Very, very, very important. Okay, so right now we can request a waiver for 2009-2010 spring and summer. That's the only one that's open over here. The other ones, the deadline has passed. So the deadline for this is January 31st. But what you need to remember is that that health insurance charge stays on your account until the waiver process is complete, approved, and processed. So that's going to take a while. So try to make sure that you request that waiver as soon as possible. First time you can request it is October 1st. Okay. So up at the top here, they broke it down into 5 additional steps. First thing you're going to do is go up here on the right to the menu. You're going to decide who you are. If you are a grad assist and an international student, I want you to choose international because that should override the grad assist status. So choose international. Alright, here we go. So to waive the automatic enrollment in MSU student health insurance, comparable health insurance coverage must meet the following criteria to satisfy the MSU requirements. You must also submit a summary of benefits within the deadlines. Okay? And we'll do another screencast on that one. Okay, so what period does your insurance cover? Spring and summer is the only one that you can request. So what you have to do, and your insurance has to be valid for this entire time or your waiver's not going to be approved. Okay, so make sure that you extend it or do what you need to do. Alright, so now, scroll a little bit here. You have to go through and answer each one of these questions. Now for sponsored students, it's probably going to be yes to all of these. But what you have to do is take a look at your policy and make sure it has each of these requirements. If you're confused about the requirements, just bring your documents to the health insurance office in the Nisbet building, room 140, and they can help you interpret what you have. MSU is also recommending that you also get maternity benefits if you're a woman. And then they also suggest, and we support this, inpatient and outpatient coverage for mental health issues. Okay, so make sure that you have complete coverage. The other one that they recommend is coverage for HIV, AIDS, AIDS-related complex, and anything that relates to a positive HIV test. Okay, so now that you've gone through and answered the questions, all you have to do is go down to the bottom. You're going to click I agree. Okay, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not an international student. Once you click this, you're going to get an automated email that reminds you that you have to submit the summary of benefits. Okay, so that's the main part for submitting it online. And now remember to go submit your copy of your insurance and a policy summary. And we'll do another screencast for how to figure out where your policy summary is.